What's up, you guys? Justin Rivas here. I want to talk to you about this lens right here, the Panasonic Leica DG Summilux 15mm f1.7. Picked up this lens used actually a couple of weeks ago from the photo store. I've been using it a lot, and I will just say I really like this lens. A few things let's talk about. First and foremost is the size of it. It's tiny, and I love tiny because it makes it inconspicuous. Anyway, people aren't like noticing that like you're filming everywhere when you're going around with this lens, especially if you've got like the G85 is not ultra compact, but it's not very large, and so the footprint as well as the weight of this is really nice. Obviously, having a 1.7 aperture means you can really blur out that background, and this lens crushes in low light, and I like crushing in low light. Other just like physical things is it does have an aperture dial on it, which honestly I find annoying. I wish there was like a lock for it, because sometimes you don't realize you're like trying to get a lens cap on or twist the lens off, and you don't realize you accidentally bump it, and then it's kind of locked at an aperture. That's okay. It's got focus on it, and then the switch for auto manual focus. Something that is kind of neat is these new Leica lenses. I borrowed the 12mm 1.4, which was a beast, also like $2,000, crazy expensive. This one's only, I think, $800 Canadian. It's probably even less, probably like $600-ish US. I don't know, somewhere around there. Look it up. It's always changing. But like they're such quality that like even the lens hoods are made out of metal. And so with this one, you got to like pop this little ring off of it, and then you can put this on, and then now you've got this like, hear that? Quality stuff. Anyway, what else can I say about this? I can tell you that the footage on it looks fantastic. Because you can get that separation away from the background, it just means that it's very nice. I'll be rolling some clips here that you can see. Focusing wise too, I have been impressed with it. I really struggled with the focusing on the 12mm 1.4. There's another review, sort of that up here, that you can check out. That lens was unbelievable for photos. It was also like probably 3 times the size and 3 times the weight. But that one really struggled with video autofocus with keeping up. Now, when you're rolling at those really wide open apertures like f1.4, the lens is going to hunt. Like it just is going to hunt, because when you move an inch, you're suddenly, your eye's out of focus, and you move an inch this way, your eye's gonna be out of focus. And so the camera is having to work pretty hard. I've used this with 2 different cameras, the GH4, which is recording there, and this G85. And with the eye detection mode on both of them, I found it's worked pretty good. Now it's still like, there's moments where it's hunting a little bit, but way better I've found in my limited use than the 12mm 1.4. Now a lot of the 12mm I was using on single point autofocus, but I've been bouncing between both of these, and this one seems to be doing quite well. What else do I need to cover about this? I need to cover about there's no image stabilizer in this lens. And so if you're shooting with a GH4 or something that doesn't have in-body image stabilization, I mean, it's pretty wide. Lots of the wide angle lenses don't have image stabilization. So it's not super shaky, but when you pair it with something like this G85, oh, I just love it. I love the way those shots look, where they just look buttery smooth, especially if you slow them down a little bit. Overall, is this lens worth the money? Absolutely it is. It's sharp, like really sharp video, focus. I'm going to throw up the vlog link somewhere in here. The thing that I want to point out is when I was doing that, I was actually using the Panasonic wide angle converter. This is the DMW GWC1, and this takes us from about 15mm to, I'd say, about 12, I think. And obviously it makes it a little bit bigger. And this is not like the world's greatest piece of glass here, but it makes it go wider, and that's nice, 0.79, so I haven't done the math in my head. But I shot that whole thing with this not very good piece of glass in front of it, and I still think the video turned out really nice. So just knowing you have this option is really handy too if you want to be able to go wider, because I really love that 12mm 1.4 for its low light capabilities, but it was huge, it was expensive, and it wasn't very good at focusing. This is like less than half the price, seems to be a better focuser, smaller, lighter, can take the wide angle conversion, and between those two I still think you're at half the price. So overall, I would say I would definitely recommend having this in your kit if you're a little bit more of a serious filmmaker. Again, you don't have to get to this lens right away, but if you're looking for a nice, like, wider angle, it's not crazy like the 7-14 here. It can't do that, but as far as like a good compromise, you can vlog with it. I think oh boy, especially if you throw on the wide angle converter on it. So I think it's pretty handy, and that's just like, it's really nice for street photography, wide shots. Even if you get up in somebody's face, I love the way that a wide angle, even as it starts to distort faces a little, ends up looking. But this is my go-to lens these days, I'm finding, and maybe just it's new and it's exciting, but the Leica glass on it is super nice. That low aperture is really nice. The price point is not out of this world. The focusing seems to be solid. Overall, I think it's just kind of got the whole package. So great job, Panasonic and Leica. I love this combination. If you guys have this, let me know how it's been working out for you. I've only been using it for a couple of weeks. If you've had it longer term, let me know. What else? Any other questions? Drop in the comments below. Always appreciate the likes and the subscribes. Early morning Saturday review today. I'm Justin Rivas. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good one.